For today's cake, we're starting off by making a fresh, vibrant orange curd. First, crack 2 whole eggs into a saucepan. Then separate another 2 eggs and add just the yolks. This hidden layer of orange curd changes absolutely everything. Your carrot cake will never be the same. Now add about 1/2 cup of sugar, and you'll want to whisk the eggs and sugar together until smooth and well combined. Next, you'll need 1 orange, and we're gonna zest it right over the saucepan. Make sure to only zest the orange part and avoid the white pith, which can be bitter. Then we're gonna cut that same orange in half and squeeze out the juice. You can use a citrus juicer or just squeeze it by hand, whatever works best for you. Then take a glass and a fine mesh sieve, and we're gonna pour it through to remove any pulp or seeds for a smooth juice. Add the juice to the mixture in the saucepan, then add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and whisk until completely smooth and combined. The cornstarch helps stabilize the curd so it sets properly in the cake. Place the saucepan on the stove, over low heat, and we're gonna cook the curd, stirring constantly so it doesn't burn or stick to the bottom of the saucepan, until it thickens. Then take it off the heat and add about 1/2 stick of cold butter, cut into cubes. Whisk in the butter until the mixture is smooth and glossy. The butter should be cold so it melts in gradually and gives the curd a rich, stable texture. Now, transfer the curd to a bowl, let it cool slightly, and cover with plastic wrap touching the surface so it stays smooth and doesn't form a skin while chilling. Into the fridge it goes to wait its turn. Meanwhile, let's make the batter. We're gonna grate about 3 to 4 medium carrots. The carrots make the cake incredibly moist and soft, and add a natural sweetness that keeps every bite perfectly tender. Transfer the grated carrots into a clean bowl. Then add 1 cup of chopped walnuts, add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Mix everything together until fully combined and evenly distributed. You can skip the cinnamon, but I highly recommend it. Set this aside for now. Take another bowl and a sifter and add 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Sift everything together to incorporate air and make the batter light and fluffy. Now, let's add a pinch of salt to balance all the flavors. And just give the dry ingredients a quick stir. Set the bowl aside for now. In a separate bowl, add 1 cup of sugar and crack in 4 whole eggs, adding them one by one. Room temperature eggs mix in better and make a smoother batter. Beat the eggs and sugar for about 3 to 5 minutes on medium speed, until fluffy and slightly pale. Be careful not to overmix, or the cake will rise too quickly in the oven and then just collapse. Next, we're gonna add about 3/4 cup of vegetable oil and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix them into the egg mixture using a spatula. You don't need a mixer here. We just want to gently blend everything together. All right, now start adding the dry ingredients. And gently fold them into the mixture so you don't knock out the air. We're adding them in batches to keep the batter smooth and avoid overmixing. If you add all the flour in one go, the batter can become too heavy, and the cake may turn out dense instead of soft and tender. Your batter should be soft and flowy, forming ribbons that gently melt back in. Okay, time to add the carrot mixture into our batter. Add a few spoonfuls at a time, Then gently fold the carrots in. We're adding it in batches, so it's easier to fold in and everything gets evenly distributed through the batter. Take 2 8-inch springform pans and generously butter the bottoms and sides so the cakes come out cleanly after baking. Line the bottoms with parchment paper, and let's pour the batter into the pans, dividing it evenly between the two. Give the pans a gentle tap on the counter to release any air bubbles before baking, and carefully place the pans into the preheated oven. Bake the cakes for about an hour. Time to make the frosting. You'll need 3.5 ounces of softened butter, and we're going to beat the butter on medium speed for a couple of minutes, just until it turns pale, airy, and fluffy. Add 12 ounces of cream cheese and mix on low speed for a couple of minutes, just until smooth and fully combined. Then add 1 cup of powdered sugar and mix until the frosting is smooth, thick, and creamy. Be careful not to overdo it. The frosting can get runny and lose its structure. And that's it! Our frosting is ready. I'm going to transfer it into a piping bag. That way, it's much easier to pipe over the cake later. Set it aside for a moment. Now, back to the cake layers. Check with a toothpick. If it comes out clean, they're done. Let them cool down slightly, and only then carefully release them from the pans. Then move the cakes onto a wire rack to cool completely. While the cake layers are cooling down, let's get our orange curd ready. We'll want to pop it into a piping bag too, since that makes it so much easier to work with. Okay, let's assemble the cake. I like to soak the layers with orange syrup. It keeps them extra moist and adds a bright citrus flavor, but it's totally optional. If you want to do the same, check out the syrup recipe in the description below. Pipe some frosting onto the first cake layer, and we're going to spread it evenly into a thin layer. Carefully pipe a border of frosting around the edge of the cake. And then fill the center with that delicious orange curd we made. Pipe a layer of frosting over the curd, covering it completely. Then carefully place the second cake layer on top. And I'm going to soak it with the orange syrup too. Pipe on a thick layer of frosting over the second cake layer, then spread it out nice and evenly. And if you're enjoying the video, feel free to like and subscribe so you don't miss any other simple recipes I'm going to share. I'm adding some shiny, caramelized walnuts on top. Check out how to make them in the description below. You can also zest a little orange over the top. It adds a pop of color and looks so pretty against the white frosting. They say good things come to those who wait, like putting this cake in the fridge for a few hours. I am not one of those people. Time to slice it! Oh wow! Soft, moist cake layers, bright orange curd, creamy frosting, and those shiny walnuts on top. All that's left to do is make yourself a cup of tea and enjoy this delicious treat. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.